You've been defeated long enough and mistreated long enough. Queen, it's time to stand up. Queen, it's time to get up. Queen, it's time to rise. Queen, rise up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Queens, rise up. You know how we do. This is Queen Rise Up Women Empowerment. What we do around here, we empower who? Somebody say me, yeah, you, to know your worth and your value so you can get to your God-given purpose and destiny. I need you to get up this morning and shake the devil. You know what? Shake the bands loose off your neck this morning. Get up. If you're joining me today for the first time, we meet here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are live. Meet us right here, YouTube, Facebook. Listen, what you see is what you get. You hear me? I need you to get up, shake the dust off. Today's a new day. It's a fresh start. It is your new beginning. How you do, it's up to you. And that's real talk. But meet me here, right here. Make sure you share with somebody. Tag, post. Come on, tag somebody. Tell them the girl. Say, girl, get up. Enough is enough. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, enough is enough. Get up. Listen, and let them know that this thing starts from the inside out, not from the outside in. This ain't cover girl and this ain't Barbie baby. This the real deal, from the inside out, not from the outside in. Because a lot of things on the outside, man, sometimes is a representation of what's really going on the inward. Don't start none, won't mean none unless you covering up. But you know what? Let's take the covers off. Let's take the facades off. Let's take off the image of what you think you should be. Look, you know what? Don't start none, won't be none. I need you to get up this morning. And you know what? When you get up in the morning, make sure you got your foot on the jugular of the neck of the enemy. Make him mad this morning. Say what God says concerning your life. And this is real talk. Lord, what's on your mind? Lord, what's on your heart? What would you have me to do today? What do you got? Real talk. Oh, come on. Don't start. Don't entertain what's going on. But I'm excited. So somebody say, excuse me. Oh, matter of fact, Queens, get up and go get your t-shirts. Go to the website. Go get yours. I got mine. You hear me? Go get it. Come on, because he that is in you, can I tell you, he's greater than he that is in this world. I need you to get up this morning. So make sure you go to the website, queenriseup.com. Good morning, Saint. Go get him. Go get him. Queenriseup.com. They are available. Go grab yours. But Queens, this morning, when you get up this morning, declare what God says concerning you. Don't worry about what's going on. Don't even worry about, you know what? Don't worry about the hits. Don't worry about, the circumstances. I know. They be right up in your face sometimes. But sometimes when God's getting ready to move you up in higher heights, he makes you uncomfortable. What do you do when you're uncomfortable? What do you do when it doesn't feel, appeasing to your mental, to your emotional, to your spiritual, honey? What do you do? What you gonna do? And this is real talk. So sometimes God wants to take you to the next place in him, and he'll cause things to happen in your life that, you're like, Lord, now why me? Woe it's me at the end of the day. But God is saying, listen, I'm trying to get you to another place, but the way that I'm going to take you is going to be unfamiliar territory. The way that I'm going to take you, come on, it's not going to be what you've been familiar with. Oh, listen, what you've been familiar with. The way I'm going ready to take you, how I'm going to get you to the next level or the next dimension in me. Come on, it will not be the way that you might suppose. And maybe you've been familiar with a certain style, a certain pattern, a certain way, a certain language, a certain community. Come on, a certain type of a style. He says, no, I'm gonna change the style up. I'm gonna take you a different way. I'm gonna show you some new things. Listen, I'm gonna see if you are obedient enough to follow. You're obedient enough, come on, to go the way in which, come on, I'm going to send you. Are you going to be obedient enough to do the way? Come on. Somebody say, oh, I got to be obedient. Yeah, because you wanted to look like this. He said, no, I'm trying to iron out the wrinkles. Come on. He said, no, I needed to look like this. You want to go this way. He said, no, I need you to go this way. I need you to take this route. And maybe he showed you a dream, a vision, something he's shown you, but he doesn't tell you how you're going to get to those places. So he wants you, come on, he'll test your character. He'll test your attitude. Let me lock and load. I need to get to 2 Kings. Come on. I want to get to 2 Kings. We're going to get to Naaman this morning. I need 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 11, because Naaman, if y'all know who Naaman was a leader. He was elite in his community. He was very prominent, very well known. Oh, real talk. Come on, he had a lot of influence. But Naaman had leprosy. Come on, what is your level of leprosy? It could be your bad attitude. You better listen to me. You hear me? It could maybe got the infirmities of just of life or issues or circumstances. But he had leprosy, though he was sitting in a place of an elite position and poised in the community, and he knew lots of people, and they came to him for certain things, and you know what, he was who he was, and he knew who he was. You understand what I'm saying, Queens? And sometimes in life, you know what, we all need healing, we all need a level of deliverance, we all need a push, we all need to be stretched at certain levels of our lives. And so Naaman needed healing. I mean, he needed healing because he was a leper. But what it was, because he was in his position or elite, he thinking he was supposed to, you know what? He thought God was just Jesus was going to wave his hand and he was going to be healed. I got news for you. Some of y'all think God just going to wave his hand, or like he's a magic wand, or he's a genie in a bottle, and it's over now. No, he had to go dip in the river. He had to go dip in the 7 times. Listen, I'm gonna help somebody this morning, because you don't know the path that God is taking you, of all that he's trying to get out of you. Come on, this is real talk. But if you go to Naaman chapter 5, I did a little breakdown, but go to 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 11. He says Naaman was mad. Why? Because if you go up a little bit, I need to just do that. I want to break this down a little bit, because some of you gotten too comfortable to where you are. You think it's supposed to go your way because God gave you a vision, and now you got the vision, and maybe God need to take you this way to obtain what he's shown you, but you thinking you need to go this way because you know what? This right here seems more comfortable. Come on, Queen. This right here seems more comfortable. He said, no, I need to take you to places that are uncomfortable, so you can level up in me, so you can grow in me, so you can get equipped in me, so I can take you to new dimensions and heights. So when things in life happen, you don't think it's supposed to be just like this. But he told Naaman, listen to me. I need you to get up this morning. He told Naaman, he said, Naaman, listen, I need you to go to, he said, listen, matter of fact, he sent the letter through the prophet to Naaman, and he showed up at Elijah's house. Listen to me, Elijah. Okay, I'm here. Look. You talking about go dip into the river? Come on, Queen, go dip into the river 7 times. I don't want to get up in that nasty river. I don't want to sit in that place. I don't want to go talk to her. I don't want to go and forgive. I'm gonna help somebody today. I don't want to go in the nasty river. Listen to me. You gotta listen to me. You gonna be obedient or no? No, I don't want to sit in that place. No, this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be up there. God has something good for me. Let me help somebody this morning, because he's gonna make you uncomfortable before he gets you to the destiny or to the purpose or the plan. This for somebody this morning. Let me take can I dig in here just a little bit for somebody who's in the uncomfort zone, and God's trying to stretch you past your familiar places. Come on, trying to get you to get them patterns broken that you've been thinking the same way for a long time, and it's supposed to be like this, and I am who I am, and I know I am who. You know what? Let me get over here. Listen. Matter of fact, you go back to the top. I'm in 2 Kings. Roll with me this morning, because God is stretching you. He's taking you outside your comfort zone. He's making you uncomfortable. But understand, there's a purpose for being uncomfortable. God doesn't do just anything. Good afternoon, Queen. All right. Good afternoon. Oh, you on the other side of the fence, Ebro. I'm good. Hello. Good to see you, Gloria. Listen to me, but real talk, he'll make you uncomfortable. Matter of fact, Naaman was a captain of the host of Syria. He was a great man, a great master. He was honorable. Come on, because by him, because God delivered Syria into his hands. He was a mighty man of valor. Come on, maybe you're up. Don't start now. But he still, just because you are a mighty woman, listen, you know who you are. You know your gifts. You know your talents. You know what it is that God has purposed you to do. But can I tell you today? Woo! You might just have to go dip in the river for your healing. Don't start none. So listen, a message was sent through the prophet. Listen, I need a healing. Jesus is in town. I need a healing. And he thought, you know what? Let me tell you what he thought. Let me just tap you down. Y'all know Naaman. Y'all familiar with Naaman. And he said, listen, Naaman was mad because the prophet sent back the message that he had to go dip into the river. Dip in the river? That ain't how I want my deliverance. Dip in the river? That is not how I want my healing. Dip. Why can't you just wave your hand and it be done? Listen to me. Naaman was so mad, he went away. Listen to me. He said, come on, listen. Good morning, Queens. He said, Naaman was so mad, he went away and said, behold, I thought you were surely going to come out, stand, call my name, listen to me, and strike his hand over the place where leprosy needed to be recovered. Because sometimes we think he's going to come out and just lay his hand. No, he said, listen, I need you to be obedient. What I am telling you, instructing you to do, you got to do it so you can get your deliverance. So you can, good morning, Gertrude, so you can get your deliverance, so you will get your healing, that you will get, come on, real talk. Listen, he's like, nah, go do what? Dip how many times? Go forgive who? Go get it right with what? You mean to tell me you want me to operate in the place where I don't want to be? Listen, you mean to tell me I gotta do the thing that I don't really want to do is the very thing that you're telling me to do in order to get to destiny, purpose? Come on, in order for you, real talk, let me help somebody today. That hard part of that life or that situation or circumstances, you want me to go and do? Yep, because right there comes your healing, right there is your deliverance, right there is where you learn me on a different level, a different realm, a different rank. This is right here when I take you from being, listen to me, from just maybe a carnal place of thinking to the next level in the spiritual realm. Good morning, Queens. Let me tell you something. What you do, well, come on, when it feels uncomfortable, how are you responding when it feels uncomfortable? Do you got a bad attitude? How is your disposition? Come on, are you trying to tell everybody how you feel, what you feel, where they need to go, when they need to go? Why? Because you're uncomfortable, because God's trying to get you to the next level, because, don't start none. Listen to me. Y'all make sure y'all lock and load. I'm in 2 Kings chapter 5. I need you to get there. There's so much in here, but if you take it go back to the top and understand who he was talking to a man of an elite position, a man of valor. Come on, man, come on, who was known in the community. Come on, known by many. But listen to me, he listen to me. There was no way of there was a way of escape, but you got to do it God's way or no way at all. And so now he even met with Elijah. Come on, don't the prophet. And this is real talk, because maybe you're meeting with great people. Maybe you're sitting among the elite, and you thinking, you know what, you're gonna make me go dip in the river. Come on, not me, not I. I am that of the elite. You mean to tell me I got to do this to get to there? Yes, you. He'll make you uncomfortable to get you to destiny, to get you to purpose, to see what's going on the inside of you that is not like him. And this is real talk, Queens. I need you to get up this morning, because what do you do? What do you do when you are uncomfortable? How are you responding? What is your reaction? Come on, how is you holding it down? And this is real talk. Who are you venting to? Who are you know what? Don't start now. Are you bridling your tongue in the midst of being uncomfortable? Because you know what? God can call you where you serve. He'll call you. He'll give you a purpose. He'll show you a destiny. He'll give you revelation on who you are, that you're going to sit with. Maybe you're going to sit at the table with the elite. Come on, but he doesn't tell you how you're going to get there. Good morning, Queens. He doesn't tell you how you're going to get there. He'll take you down unfamiliar territory. And maybe he's telling you today, you know what? Before you can do this, I need you to go get that thing right. Come on, you want healing? No. And Naaman was mad. He was mad because he thought God was going to wave his hand. You know how we like stand in line and like, Lord, our deliverance gonna come in the name of Jesus. Or the leaders lay their hands on our heads and say, you know what? You don't start none, but not knowing the path that you have to take, which way you need to go, what you're responsible to do, what he's gonna. Sometimes he gotta break you down to build you up. And he told Naaman, he says, listen. Naaman said, listen. Naaman was mad. He said, and he went away after he got the message that he had to go and dip in the river. He says, and behold, he said, I thought, I'm sure Naaman had an attitude. Now, I thought he would surely come out and stand and call my name of the Lord his God and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. No, Naaman. You got to go down and dip 7 times in the Jordan. Not 1 time, not 2 times. Whoa, wait a minute. Not 3 times, not 4 times. Now, this is a little bit too much. Do you know who I am? Come on, 4 times, 5 times, you don't realize that I'm a man of valor. Don't you I'm a man of valor? No, that doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter where you sit. Doesn't matter the influence that you have. If you want what God has for you, you got to take the narrow way. Do you hear me? What do you do when it gets uncomfortable? And this is real talk. How are you handling those situations in your life? Come on, God trying to get you to new places. He's trying to get you to new dimensions in Him. Do you hear me? Listen to me, Queens. Real talk. And it's uncomfortable. Whenever you're being stretched or positioned, and He makes you uncomfortable. What do you do when you're uncomfortable? What do you do when God is renewing your mind? Come on, come on. You've been saying the same thing the same way for a long period of time. What do you do when He's breaking down some things to build you back up? What do you do when you are so familiar with being in a bubble and then all of a sudden the bubble gets popped? What do you do? Come on, listen. Yeah, but I am this person. Yeah, you are. I got all of this, and you do. But are you going to be obedient even when it's uncomfortable? And this is real talk, because a lot of times your obedience to your uncomfortable states and leads to your deliverance. Do you hear me? It leads to, come on, you being getting equipped. It leads to you learning how, come on, listen, be faithful in the midst of being uncomfortable. It'll show you, it'll teach you how to forgive when you don't want to forgive. He'll teach you how to go get what was wrong, to go get it right. When you're uncomfortable, come on, He'll show you how to bridle your tongue. And this is real talk. He'll show you how to operate, not just in the physical realm, but how to start navigating in the spiritual realm. Your obedience, come on, to your deliverance is come on, said what they say, obedience is better than sacrifice. And sometimes, Queen, even when, you know what Queen says, good morning, love, warning before destruction. You know what? At the end of the day, let me have a sip. Let me have a sip. But we're talking about being uncomfortable. When you are being made uncomfortable, when you are dealing with real things in life, what are you doing? What is your response? If He tells you to go dip, baby, you better go dip. Woo! Listen, dip. Baby, dip. Listen to me, real talk. When you are, don't start nothing, Queen. And this is real talk, because what you're trying to get to destiny, purpose, come on, even here in the natural realm and the physical realm, but you are also making steps to your eternal destination. Come on, I need how many times? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 7 times more. What are you going to do? This is real talk. I know. Go and get that thing right. Go ahead and make that phone call. Do what you need to do. Go sit at the right seat with the right people so you can do what is righteous. I know it hurts. I know it's uncomfortable, because this thing starts with you, but it ain't about you. Let me get up over here. Listen to me. And so eventually, naming of you in 2 Kings chapter 5, I need you to get there. Y'all go read it from the top. Come on, somebody say back to the top and go on down, because let me tell you something. Sometimes, you know, these last few days, Queens, can I tell you, I've been batting, boom, hitting, boom. Come on, listen, go again, hit, boom, go again, hit, boom, go again, swing. I said, Lord, keep swinging. He said, keep swinging till you get a home run, and kept swinging in a situation that I was in. But really, at the end of the day, I really wanted to give up on the thing that I want. Like, you know what? This is too much. This is over. This is just too much. Is it really worth it? Baby, it's worth it. And so sometimes you got to learn how to swing. Come on, batters up. Come on, even when it's uncomfortable. You hear me? Sometimes when God is doing that new thing, He want to break things off of your life. Real talk. And how does He do it? By the renewing of your mind, Queens. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I only can wonder what Naaman was saying. Will you hear me? You better swing. You hear me? Until, come on, listen to me. Queen, it's a win-win at the end of the day. And sometimes He said that's where you got to learn how to fight, and you got to learn how to pray at the same time. You know what? Not just stopping and praying, but praying and moving at the same time. Real talk. And I'm going to tell you, Queens, I was getting frustrated in the process. I was getting a little disappointed in the process. But you know what? You better dip, baby, dip. You better, come on, real talk. And so sometimes, you know, you thinking because you are who you are, and you got what you got, and I am who I am, and I can, listen to me. Imagine God telling you to dip and go get something right. We've been declaring over you declaring over your life, I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I am more than a conqueror. Now He tells you to go down, stoop down. Come on, I need you to come down. Listen to me. You are who you are, but I need you to go dip 7 times. Come on, listen to me. Real talk. Queen says, listen, we don't give up because He don't give on us. Queen, He does not give up on us. Do you hear me? Something makes us uncomfortable. but he does not give up on us, and that is real talk. Queens, I need you to get up this morning. Listen to me. You got to, he that is in you is greater than he that is in this world. What is he requiring of you? Do you know that is personal? What God requires of me is personal. What he requires of you is personal. At the end of the day, what is he requiring of you? Come on. Sometimes, Queen, we don't lean on him. We don't rely on him. So, Naaman, I'm sure he was thinking about his prestigious position as a man of valor. Go dip where? In the Jordan of all rivers in the whole, right? In the community. You want me to go to the Jordan? Lord have mercy. Do you? Oh, I don't know where God is sending you. What is it that He is using to equip, to galvanize you? Listen to me, real talk, for things for real life. Queens, I need you to get up this morning. You're rising up from the inside out, not from the outside in. Listen, and God does. Listen, and don't give up. Listen, and don't give up on yourself, because God won't, because He does not give up on us. Sometimes we get so tired and so fed up, and this is real talk. Gives us such an uncomfortable place and state of being, but He's just trying to, listen, increase your faith, get you to the next level. And this is real talk. Make it so that you will get to what He has designed and purpose for you to do, to be. Come on, before you was even in your mother's womb. And listen to me, sometimes we have like some of the hardest fights, and the fights and the warfare that comes with getting. Can you imagine what kind of warfare Naaman went through before he decided to go dip in the Jordan? What he had to deal with, being a man of elite, and then the people pretty much knew, because, listen to me, what he had to do. Now everybody's watching you. Come on, you dip in the Jordan. Don't start none. You listen to me. Don't worry about what the people say. Don't worry about the naysayers. Let me say something. This thing becomes personal. Personal, private. Listen to me. Listen, for public advancement. Let me help. Don't start none. But anyway, if you go down to 14, listen, after he fussed, complained, really probably get ready to shun the idea of doing what was required. Finally, he went down and dipped 7 times. And when he went, then his flesh became clean, like he was a little child. I need you to get up this morning. Obedience is better than sacrifice, Queen. Maybe it doesn't look the way you expected. Maybe it didn't go the way that you suppose. Come on. He said, sometimes I feel like I need to sit instead of dip. You know what? Dip in dirty water. You said sometimes I feel like I need to sit. And sometimes your sit may be your dip, Queen. It's just because in this analogy, maybe you just do. Maybe you do need to sit. Maybe your sit is your dip for your healing, for your deliverance, for the restoration. Don't start no. Maybe your sit is your dip. I don't know. It's personal where you are in life. What is it? Some people need to sit. Some people need to go and forgive. Oops, excuse me. Some people need to go ahead and do what God has purpose the thing He told you to do that you don't want to do. I don't know what your dip is. Oh, excuse me. Let me have a sip this morning. Maybe say, woo! Maybe your dip is, I don't know what your dip might be, Queen. This is real talk. Where is it that He has told? What is He instructing you to do? Maybe your dip is to get back into the body of Christ among everybody, among a collective people that's going in the same direction. Come on, I don't know what I don't know what your dip might. Listen, real talk. Maybe bridle your tongue. You better, so I can do the talking. Bridle your tongue so I can do the healing. Bridle your tongue. Come on, listen to me. Real talk. Listen, He said, the weapons of your warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through me to the pulling down of strongholds. Queens, I need you to get up this morning, because when it gets uncomfortable, what do you do? What is your response? It says, God's spirit in a man must eat the soul food becomes into your soul. Listen to me. Real to God can't fail Himself. He can't, He won't. We don't belong to ourselves, and we don't catch your breath and put it in a jar. You know what? Jackie said, put that joker in a jar. Don't start none. Let me tell you something. And we are. And we are the candlesticks. But at the end of the day, what do you do when he makes you uncomfortable? What do you do when your issues of life strikes? What do you do when you know what you thought that thing in your life was over, it was gone, but you find out that it's still there? What are you going to do when you thought, I'm over this part of life, or what do you do when the thing that you thought was causing the issues are now, oh, come on. Sometimes the dip is to pull back and be quiet. Sip, queen, you know what? You know what? Sometimes to pull you let me have a sip. Real talk. You guys know I was sharing to you. Yeah, I remember I was sharing to you about my kitchen and how the contractor had came and he laid the carpet, did a great job, and then he did the side job for my kitchen. So I just, what I do, I pulled back and I became quiet in the situation. They'll be here Thursday to finish what he started. Never got in contact with me. The contractor, he never got in contact with me. He never called. And real talk, can I tell you? He never returned back to the business. Please, let me just sit. You know what? I don't know what your dip look like. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and be quiet. So when I talked to the company yesterday, they said, "Well, we're gonna send one of our guys out to finish out the floor. We're gonna send him out on Thursday." And real talk. And I was quiet. I wasn't saying nothing. I didn't. I just, you know what? Don't start no queen. Don't be none. Y'all know it took a little while, though. It took a little while. And then come to find out, he said, listen, not only have you not heard from him, he said, we have not heard from him. Listen, let me tell you something. Touch not. No, don't. Listen, here I go back to the top. Touch not my, listen to me, real talk. Touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Don't start, no, won't be none. You hear me, queens? I need you to get up this morning. Listen, you are rising from the inside out, not from the outside in. And because it didn't look the way that we suppose with our natural eye, don't mean God is not working that thing out. Do you hear me? Sometimes it is. Your dip is your sit, be quiet. Let me have a sip. And let God do the work. But while all that is happening, he's working on Queen Submit. Queen, your patience, baby. And he doesn't tell you how long. He doesn't tell you what the things that you're gonna experience to getting to the destination. He does not. Do you hear me? But Queen, one thing for sure. All things work together for good for those who love him that are called according to his purpose. I need you to get up this morning. Maybe that situation in life that you are in right now, you are uncomfortable. Maybe he's breaking some things down for a rebuild. Maybe there's something that he is requiring of you that nobody knows. What? Your healing, your realm of prosperity, whatever that is in your life. Where are you most uncomfortable at right now? And what is he telling you to do? What's happening in that moment? What is your response like? Was it, our natural man like naming response? Man, I thought you was, listen, man, can I just break this down? Man, I thought you was going to lay your hand on me. I thought I was going to turn around 3 times. I thought you were going to tell me to go do what? And sometimes we take a step back because are you sure? Are you sure you want me here? Are you sure that's what you want me to do? Because it doesn't look like the way you suppose, and you're uncomfortable. Let me have a sip. What is that thing you wrestle with all the time with that person or that spirit? Whether it's within you or it's from others. What is this? What is this tussle or this spirit of aggravation? What's in your life? Why every time you get right here, there's a mental breakdown, mental stress. Or when you get to a certain place, you see high levels of spiritual warfare. Can I just say it? It's making you uncomfortable. Come on. Come on. What's going on? Where are you trying to, God, where's you, ask him, Lord, where are you taking me? What is it that you're trying to get in me and out of me? What is it that you need me to know about you? What are you trying to reveal to me? Stop looking like every situation is at your demise. You want me to go dip 7 times in the Jordan? Whew. Sometimes the very thing that you don't want to do is the very thing he's telling you to do to get your healing and your deliverance, to get you to the next level of prosperity. Woo! Listen, real talk, I need you to get up. What do you do when it's uncomfortable? Sometimes when we get uncomfortable, we always got something to say. Come on. Because he says the steps of a righteous man are ordered. Think about it. He doesn't give you all the details of your story. He doesn't give you the details how he's going to write the next chapter of your life. He won't tell you about all the disappointments that come with the revelation that he may have given you. With his promises. He doesn't tell you the wilderness experiences that you may have to experience. He may not tell you got to go to the Jordan, dip 7 times, sit, be quiet, and just go through. Go through to get to it. He doesn't tell you. So sometimes, because we are unfamiliar with the uncomfortable places, we will settle for less. We would rather go back than go forward. We would rather not say hi and hello, but turn the corner. What do you do, Queen, when you are uncomfortable? What do you do when you are up challenged against spiritual warfare on a whole nother level realm of your life? Do you know how to handle spiritual warfare? Let me have a sip. When you know you're in a fight, do you come out fighting everybody that's among you? When you having breakdowns, are you fighting the telemarketer when they, you know what? Let me have a sip. You fighting the telemarketer when he called? And this is real talk. You're rising up, Queen, from the inside out, not just from the outside in. He that is in you is greater than he that is in this world. So allow those places where you are uncomfortable, where God is stretching you outside of your normal comfort zone. Some of us are afraid to go outside our comfort zone. Some of us are afraid to try something different, new. Some people are afraid to work hard for what it is that they want. Some of us are so worried about what people say. But when you know what God is doing, that you know He is maturing you, when you know that He is breaking you down to build you up, when you know that He's getting ready to set you in for another level of a dimension of growth, He's preparing you for destiny, not for where you are, but for where you're going. It don't matter what the people say. It doesn't matter their opinions, their thoughts, projections. And this, you got to know that you know. Because Naaman had to get to a place, you know what, I don't care what they think. I'm getting ready to go dip because I need my healing. I'm getting ready to go sit because you know what, that's what I need to do for my recovery. I need God to break that thing down. Let me tell you something. Maybe some things He needs to subtract so He can add. Don't start now, Queens. What do you do when you are uncomfortable? And this is real talk. Do you take your frustration out on people? Let me have a sip. Do you take your frustration out on people? You ever been somewhere and the same things keep happening and you keep thinking it's the people? If you go to a place and the same things happening over and over and over and over and over and over, it is not the people. Let me have a sip. It's not the people. And if it keep happening and you're uncomfortable, whether you go from here, from Buffalo, North Carolina, the same thing keep happening and keep happening, it is not the place. It is not the territories. What is going on with you? What you keep bumping heads over and over. It is not. Let me have a sip this morning. Queens, that uncomfortable spot. Queen, listen to me. It is not the Barbara. It is not the people. Something. Same place. I mean, different jobs, different states, different friends, different family members, but the same thing keep happening. When you there, let me have a sip. You get into the same argument with your same family members when you're there. Woo! Somebody said, let me go dip, baby dip. And real talk, because what do you do when the thing that you thought was the issue leaves, but the issue is still there? Let me have a sip. You thought because you got rid of this, people, places, and things. Woo! Cindy, you better listen, real talk, Queen. But you still got to deal. Naaman had to deal with himself. Because he just knew, Lord, like, listen, and what I love about it, Naaman was dealing with the prophets, Elijah. Oh, I got wait a minute, the man, you know what? I'm dealing with the man, Elijah. What? You know, look, I know who you are. I know you God's prophet. And then the prophet come and tell you, no, you got to go dip in the Jordan. Come on, prophet. And because he was the prophet, I'm sure Naaman was like, you know what, this is a problem. Let me go ahead and do what the man said. I might be having my feelings. I might be in my feelings, because sometimes we can get caught up in our feelings. We can get caught up in our emotions. Get up. If you listen, Queen Cynthia, you are still there. Real talk, because sometimes we get caught up in our emotions. And really sometimes it's a spirit in us. Woo, don't start nothing, Queen. You dip, you better dip. Sometimes it's the spirit in us. It ain't got nothing to do. Just think about your occurrences. Think about where you be at. Think about your environment where you always go. And that thing, or that argument, or that contention, or that issue always pop up. You better check who's in the room. Listen to me, real talk. You hear me? Jump states, jobs, men, friends. You know what? Jump states, jobs, men, friends, and you still there. Can I have a sip this morning? You better dip. Don't start nothing, Cynthia. Listen to me, and you still there. And that's real talk. Let me have a sip this morning. When God makes you uncomfortable, when you are uncomfortable, do you hear me? Woo! Listen. When you are uncomfortable, what are you doing? Job, you done jump jobs, states, men. And Queen, check this one out. You divorced, issue, you believe it's gone. Woo! Excuse me. Oh, that was the woo. Excuse me, but you woo! Though you a shindig, and then you find out you still here. Don't start none, won't be none. That's real talk today. Queens, I need you to get up this morning. You hear me? What do you do when you are uncomfortable? Yo, guys, I got your dreams. We back here. I hope y'all still in here. I'm still in mine. I just haven't been putting it on the front page. But what are you responding in your everyday life? Everyday life. Everyday life. What keep coming to the table of your life? What do you keep being confronted with? You say, I'm dipping 7 times. Come on, dip before you sleep. Queens, do you hear me? You said dip before you slip into the devil's den. Queen, real, don't start nothing, Cynthia. You say, we should say, Taj, I'm dipping. Come on, all 7 times. And Queen, real talk, you hear me? And there in your dip is your healing. It is your deliverance. There is revelation. There is maturity. Come on, listen to me, real talk. How to stand. He'll teach you how to pray in your dip. He'll teach you how to build and fight at the same time in your dip. It's something be going on, because honey, dipping ain't easy. Excuse me. Somebody say dipping ain't easy. Woo! Listen, dipping ain't easy. Look, what's easy if you put your hand on my head and you know what? Turn around 3 times. Ah! Now that's, but dipping requires you haven't taken action. You being obedient. You going, come on, you going through the thick of things. Woo! Because a lot of times we'll go to church, we'll attend conferences, but you gotta do, Queen, you gotta do the work. You gotta put the time in. So instead of putting the time in, we keep attending things, but you gotta put the work in. You ever put a bid in, and then you bid and you win your bid? Now before you put your bid in, you gotta put the work in. Woo! So you will win. You know what, dip gang? No, dipping ain't, Cynthia, dipping ain't easy. Don't start nothing, Queen. Dipping ain't easy. There is conflict. Spiritual conflict. There is mental conflict. There is emotional conflict. Woo! Listen. Dipping ain't easy, Queen. Dipping ain't easy. Queens, I need you to get up this morning. Change isn't easy. Stretch isn't easy. Getting into new territory isn't easy. Woo! Breaking the mindset of poverty and despair and come on, somebody say it ain't easy. But how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do to get it? How far are you willing to go? Are you gonna dip? Woo! You gonna sit? Come on, you gonna real Queen, real talk. You gonna sacrifice? You gonna keep doing the same thing? No, honey, it ain't just babbling. She says, petition to God is not just babbling. We go to him with a clean heart, mind. I'm not petitioning God for my flesh, but my soul yearning for God's instruction and his purpose. And he says, Jackie, if you knock, the door will be open. You seek, you will find. Them all sound like verbs, action words to me. If you knock, if you seek, you'll find. And the door will be open. Sit. And Jackie, when it came to my purpose, can I just say this? I kept asking, Lord, what have you called me to do? There is no way that there is no way that all this can be in here and there's no purpose. What is my purpose? Taja, make sure you go back to 2 Kings, Queen, 2 Kings, and read about Naaman. And how he met the prophet Elijah. And Elijah told him what was required. Naaman got mad. He got caught up in his emotion, his feelings, his flesh. But after he put it under the subjection of what the prophet was saying, he went ahead and dipped. I remember, I'm not going to start with y'all this morning. Look, I'm going to talk about it. You know what I had when I had to dip. And then he was made whole. We trying to cut corners, take the easy way out. Some of us want to use a whole lot of word and no action. That's it. You got to do your part. And this is real talk. Naaman had to do his part. And Queens, you got to do your part. I know it's uncomfortable. Yeah. But you got to do your part. If you don't know what your part is, Lord, what is my part in this? Lord, what would you have me to do? Lord, where are you positioning my feet, my steps to be ordered? And you might not just like what he tell you, but what are you going to do? Queens, I need you to get up this morning. And you are getting up from the inside out, not from the outside in. And can you recognize when your emotions are, when your emotions is in the way? Can you recognize when your feelings or your emotions are in the way, when he's spiritually telling you to do something? Are you even able to recognize when there's that fight or that tussle between what God says and to based on how you feel? Do you recognize that moment? And then what do you do? Or some things you need to go back and get right? I have a pet peeve. I have a pet peeve if when I go into my laundry room and my kids' clothes is either still in the washing machine or still in the dryer. It is a pet peeve of mine. If I could take all that stuff and put it in the garbage, I probably would. Oh, and I have. And then God will send me back down there and get them out the garbage can. I'm going to help somebody today. Because in the laundry room, I have a garbage can. I have baskets. They have their clothes, piles of clothes. But when they're in my laundry area, it took me about 5 minutes yesterday to go back and just do the right thing. I'm gonna help somebody today. Barbara, don't start nothing, Queen. This real talk, I know. To do the right thing. So instead of putting the clothes on top of the dryer, I went and put them in the dryer, even though, don't start now. He'll make you uncomfortable. And he'll use basic things in your life. It ain't got to be all deep. Just the basic principles. So you can make righteous decisions. Not just right, but righteous. Do you hear me? I need you to get up. Queens, you're rising up from the inside out, not from the outside in. Allow him to use those uncomfortable spots to get you where he has destined you. He said, I said, I don't need a new BMW. I need him a divine daily bread and salvation, which is my everyday um, thing. Well, I don't seek after BMW's queen, but I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't seek after it. I take my little Volkswagen and keep on moving. But I don't seek. But I have desires and dreams and vision. Oh, yeah. Favor. But you'll be surprised what he revealed to you in those tough spaces. Sometimes, if you got a strong will, that says living alone has spoiled me. Ooh, I like my things exactly how they are. Queen, let me have a sip. But when those, let me have a sip this morning. You're not gonna start. No, wait a minute, Queen. Listen to me. When my grands come over, and one of the queens sent me this beautiful, beautiful tall mirror with the light on it. You know how you got the mirror with the light. Y'all seen me do the and self love. We take it out the living room. Out my what is that called? My round table is in the living room. Queen, I already know. Don't start none. Woo! Listen. So I get it. He says, see, my faith not measure up my man views, but my faith is supernatural because I got a helper. I don't have pride and shame to talk about God anywhere, everywhere. It would be, I'm just not read the comment. So it would become a sacrifice because no clue where we're headed. No, we don't know where we're headed, Queen. Well, you should know where you headed, but sometimes we just don't know how we're gonna get to that destination at the end of the day, to the things of God. Can I just say this in this is what I tell my daughter all the time. I say you live life. Live. Don't live life. I want to explain it because sometimes you can get so caught up in the fight that you forget to live. I mean, you're still living. You gotta fight and build at the same time. Fight and build at the same time. You can still enjoy life while you're uncomfortable. Do you know that? When you can still enjoy life while you're uncomfortable. Oh, you can. Let me have a sec. You don't always have to live deep. That makes sense? I ain't gonna live. Yeah. You gotta always live so deep. Because now you're learning how to live life in Him. It's just, you live life in Him, and then He just lives life, and you walk through. I'm not. Can you imagine just having that ball issue and every day, and just that, man, you know what? We're going to have to, fight and live. You hear me? But if you're just going to keep you just going to, come on. May he that is in you is greater than he that's in the world. But you ain't got to be deep all the time. Just have general conversations in life and using the words of wisdom. Operate in the wisdom. Operate in the word. Does that make sense? Let me get over here. Even when you're uncomfortable. You ain't got to go around hitting everybody over the head with the word of God. Through your love and kindness, he draws. You can just walk out daily. 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 11. Just walk it out. Do what's required. Do what he have commanded or instructed you to do. Some of you done walked out 2 Kings 5. Let me have a sip. Just because I ain't seeing it don't mean I ain't doing it. Excuse me. Let me get... Whoa! Look! What do you do when it gets uncomfortable? One of the queens said earlier, sometimes you just sit. You just sit and you just be quiet and you ponder and you let God speak to the spirit of your heart, or your spirit of your mind. Because sometimes fighting don't always look like swinging. But fighting could be just your obedience. Come on, you striving towards the mark of the prize of the high calling which in Christ Jesus. You still building, you're still growing, you're still loving, you're still giving. Woo! When you are in the alignment. Come on, listen to me. Do you hear me? When we are in alignment to the glory of God, he admits for. Come on, you know what, Queen? Come on. Sometimes he'll show you like your weaknesses, but then he'll let you know through him you are made strong. Keep going. But you got to do your part. Naaman had to do his part. He couldn't keep... If he's trying to change your habits, he's trying to change your health, you can't keep doing what you've been doing. He's trying to get you to new relationships. You can't keep doing. Yeah, it's going to get uncomfortable. Queen, real talk. Because what happens is when you get the word of God, you gotta live. You have to live out. You gotta live your life every day. Every day. Because you declare you're the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. But until you receive that, you won't conceive that. You will still keep thinking. You're not relevant until you receive it. And then you start living it. When you realize you don't have to accept the unacceptable. You don't have to just take what's been dealt to you. Because now you understand that you have authority and dominion, and you don't have to just lay down and die. But you got to put to work. 2 Kings 5:11. You got to put to work. Romans 12. You got to put it to work. And don't worry about the time, because God redeems time. Because one day is like 1,000 years. So don't be looking at man's time on your life. But maybe you got to go dip, though. You said meant not to grieve the Holy Spirit and complaining all the time. Queen, real talk. Complaining. He just got you in an uncomfortable spot. Trying to stretch you. Expand your territory. Get you to new heights and new dimensions. You can't get there complaining, I promise you. You're going to go in the wilderness and keep going in circles. What good is it if it is not leading to your liberty? What good is it if it's not delivering to your deliverance? It's like being in the wilderness and just complaining. And how do I know I've been there? Until I decided to get up and get out. Do you hear me? And I remember having to shut down a specific phone call because the person I thought was helping me get to the other side. But the conversation was really weighing me down. Because I know that the going gets tough and you wanna reach out and call somebody. Hang up the phone. Get in God's presence. You got to call everybody for every uncomfortable spot that you are when God is stretching you. Because some things you can't even understand what you're experiencing, what you're going through. Do you hear me? Good morning, Queen. So you and God can get through this thing. So when the prophets and those who minister to you, come on, listen to me. Get off the phone. Queen, shut it down. You hear me? Shut it down. Ain't no need to talk to a third party. Especially when you know God is positioning you. Get off the phone. Queens, listen. It is up to what you do in those tough spots. It was up to Naaman. What you gonna do? You got the news, you got the information, you got the instructions. But it's up to you. You decide. Good morning, Queen, but it's up to you. I gave you the strategy, but it's up to you. I gave you the tools, it's up to you. What are you going to do? It's up to you. You going to dip? Baby, dip. Are you going to complain? You going to be the game changer. We got in seasons now. You Queen, when you get in your seasons, come on, you got to know your seasons. Do you know, Sasha, if I didn't know my seasons, I probably would have lost my mind, spiritual mind, natural mind. You know what? Woo-hoo-hoo! If I didn't understand the seasons that changes, that don't stay the same. You got to know your seasons, and you gotta know when God is stretching you. And this is real talk. You gotta know. And this is real talk. Queens, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you're with me, you make sure you lock and load. 2 Kings chapter 5. Take it to the top. And whenever you're reading, and God start highlighting things to you, there's something he wants you to know. Anything that stands out, I'm going to teach you how to grab this thing so you just won't be reading like you're reading a book. Let me help you. Can I help you so it's not like you're just reading a book or a novel when you go read 2 Kings? No. You're not reading just a novel. You're just not getting information. Whenever you're reading and something highlights and it jumps, grab it. I'm going to help you. And then you grab it and you're like, okay, God, what is it you want me to know? The whens, the wheres, the whys, the whats. Where, when, why, what, and the who's. It's 5 things. The where's, the when's, the why, the who. I don't know if I did it right. You know what I'm trying to say right there. The 5 whys. Is the 5 whys? Why? Who, when, why, what? So when that thing highlights and it jumps at you all and it leaps, there is something that God is trying to speak. So you just won't be getting a whole bunch of, because you can have you can read a book and get a whole bunch of information. But when you're reading the Word of God for transformation, so you got to get it for yourself. You got to get it for yourself. Not just for information with no revelation and no transformation on your life. So you lock and you load. You say, I want to, Queen, don't start. No, won't be none. And the thing about, do you know, yeah, I wish I could just turn the light off and make it all dark, because even when the light goes off, he's still glowing. He's still glowing. You hear me? Barbara, you gonna make me cry. You hear me? Queen, you can get you one. It's on the website. They up there. Let me tell you something. And when you get to know him like this, it's a whole nother realm, Queens. You hear me? When you don't see him just as the Leo the lion, but the Lion of Judah, there is something else that happens. Queens, this real talk. I know. Don't start nothing, bro. I was minding my business. You hear me? Let me tell you. When you get to know him here, you've been to a place, you understand your seasons. Do you hear me? You know how to pray and fight, build and pray. And this is real talk. I mean, fight and build at the same time, real talk. Because now come on, you better, you finna make, let me just, girl, you gonna make me throw this coffee on you. Listen, it's cold coffee. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna burn you. But real talk, I'm telling you, you gotta know your seasons, and you really. But there's these. Whoo! There is these life lessons. I cannot explain them, and these are experiences that you experience, and you will know him. What gets you to operate? Come on, even when it feels like you wanna throw in the towel. Come on, when you think you're mentally jacked up and you can't make it through, there is something about him that is in you that is greater than he that is in the world. Don't start none. Come on, that has to step up and still execute. Come on, when you learn how you still gotta batter up, you still gotta get up, and you still gotta keep living life, even when depression is on the back of your heel, when mental illness feel like it's getting ready to overwhelm you, when you feel like your demons is getting ready to take you out. Baby, you got to tap. Don't start nothing. I ain't talking about Leo either. I'm talking about the Lion of Judah. Don't start nothing, Queen. Don't, Barbara, you know what, girl, all you had to do is put a little spark on that thing. It didn't take much, because what happens is, Barbara, that thing is already in there. You hear me? So all you did was just flicked it real quick and boom, boom. Don't start none. Won't be none. Queens, the t-shirts are on the website. Y'all go put your orders in. Let me know. I have 19 left. Just 19. That's it. I only do a certain number, but I don't have quantity of 19. See how that 19 hit, how I go, boom, 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 and then we'll do, if we need to refill, we'll refill. But that 19, when it's gone, it was 19. But real talk, do you hear me? Queens, you got to know your seasons. You got to know your seasons. Don't miss it. There's so much in this thing this morning. But make sure you go get it for yourself. So you'll be established in this thing. You hear me? Established. I am so God. God is did you know he's relational? Not robotic, but relational. He's relational. So when you get to that tough spot, let him work. Let him work through you. Let him work in you. Be honest. Be honest where you are when it gets tough. I wasn't the best version of myself. Wicked man that I am, can you please, Lord, help me? My thoughts weren't in the right place. I didn't do the right thing. I didn't say the right thing. When it gets too uncomfortable, when he's stretching you and expanding your territories beyond, and so, Queens, can I tell you, when my vendor was creating the logo here, listen. So we were getting the dimensions and how it work and what we was gonna do. She writes me back, and she was like, "He's powerful." She was like, W-O-W. I said, God. She was like, wow, he's powerful. I was just about to pass out, because sometimes you can just look at it as a caricature, just as, Leo, the lion. But she was like, he's powerful. I said, I know. And he is. Listen. And he is. I said, girl, if you can get this over and bang yang and check over and bang yang. Whoa, listen. All through, if you only knew. Queens, y'all know that I love you, right? But I got to get up out of here. Make sure you join me Friday, 9:15 a.m. live Eastern Standard Time right here. Make sure you like, make sure you share. Ask yourself today, what am I going to do when I am uncomfortable? What is your response? It's a divine relationship of God chosen for us in this season. To God be the glory. You hear me? I wish I could tell you this thing is easy, and it's not. It's not. I wish I can tell you this thing is it's like it is what you see on TV. It's not. It's not. I don't care how big and how glamorous. It's not. It is not any of those things. Can I tell you? It is not. All that stuff that you probably believed about, it is not. It's not. Do you get a piece of the pie? Yeah, you get a piece of that thing. But all that stuff y'all see, that you might even think it, it is not. Come on, Queen. Don't start. No, won't be no Barbie. Girl, y'all better get him in. Real talk. I love you, Queen. Listen, it is not. It's part of these things. It's woo! It is not. I walked in my daughter's room the other day, and she was studying. Let me tell you what she was studying at 21. How to rout out demons. I need y'all. You know what? Let me have a sip. Oh, my coffee almost gone. I can't fool with y'all. Listen to me. 21. She was studying. Because she got to learn how to fight. Woo! And build. How to rout out demons. Please don't play with me. I got to get up out of here. Woo! Listen. When Barbara, I love you, Queen. Thank you. That's 18 left. You better get them. That's 18. Two gone. Listen to me. Don't start none. Won't be none. And you better grab them because I'm getting ready to go set up for a bit. I'm setting up tomorrow for an event that I was asked to, or the opportunity open it. So I'll be setting up there. So you better go get them. You better go get them. Real talk. Listen, Queens. What are you gonna do when it gets uncomfortable? We're gonna get real uncomfortable for the agenda that's being pushed. It's gonna be real uncomfortable globally. I saw a video the other day where they were practicing putting the chip in. How to put the chip in and use it. The chip now becomes, they're already been using something with our face images. You know how we get in our phones with our images? Man, you're going to be so uncomfortable. But how you going to handle your uncomfortable spots? This real talk, I know it. Lord, in the name of Jesus. Queens, I got to get up out of here. I don't know what God going to say Friday. But y'all meet me back here on Friday. You hear me? At 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live. Make sure you go lock and you load 2 Kings chapter 5. Take it to the top. Get it for yourself. Do you hear me? So you are built up from the inside out, not from the outside in. That you are galvanized. Listen to me, real talk. That you got something to fight with. If they ask you what you doing, say I'm dipping. Woo! Why you doing that way? Because I'm dipping. Why you cutting off? Because I'm dipping. Woo! Excuse me, I'm dipping. Listen to me. Why? Because now you got revelation that's bringing transformation. What you doing? I'm dipping. Listen, real talk. And what's misunderstood ain't meant to be explained. Do you hear me? I'm dipping. Why? Because now you're operating out of 2 Kings 5. Come on, because I'm dipping. I got to get up out of here, Queens. I want you to know that I love you. You guys be blessed. I'll see you on Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are LIVE. Go to queenriseup.com. Make sure you go ahead and grab your t-shirts before it's too late. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. There's only, let me do there's only 17. See, I think she don't, but I can't. There's only 17 left. Don't start none, won't be none. Queens, go grab your t-shirts. You hear me? Y'all better go get look, because I was trying this on with my, don't start nothing. Oh, wait a minute, Friday, we're going to do this again. So go grab yours and make them work. You ain't got to wear like you are, you know what, like you all deep. You know what, get your t-shirt, you ain't got to wear like you, just go get you some, enjoy life, and walk this thing out. I got to get up out of here, Queens. Know that I love you. You guys be blessed. Do you hear me? And I'll see. Make sure you go visit the web on my website. Also, please go to Live Good. If you want to be a blessing, go to Live Good. Get your membership with me. You better pray and build. You know what? Don't start nothing, Queen. Listen, real talk. I can't fool with you, Jackie. Don't start no, won't be none. You hear me? You ain't gotta live. When you gotta. That's for another day. I'm not gonna fool with y'all today. But listen, if you want to be a blessing to Queen, right? Queen, y'all, don't start. No, won't be none. You hear me? And what I love about the Queens is not from the outside in, it's from the inside out. You hear me? And this is real talk. Don't start. No, you better go grab you one. Woo, Barbara, the vitamins, my coffee. Can I tell you? Can I just, a side note, I love you, cousin. Thank you, Angel. I want you to go to Live Good. Y'all, if you want to be a blessing, you know, get your membership with me. Hit the link and hit become a member. It's where you get your vitamins with iron in them. I want you to go get the Factor 4. I love you, Queen. The Factor 4, but we sold out. So wait, they're gonna refill it. It's called Factor 4. It has the turmeric, the black garlic in it. It deals with like your inflammation. I'm waiting for that to get back in stock through my website. And so my coffee. My coffee, my collagen. It feels like my appetite has been suppressed, and I'm not doing anything. I don't know. My body, Barbara, feels light. I told one of the queens, it feels like my body is being moisturized from the inside. Does that make sense? Because I started my collagen, and so the best way I could describe it is like my body is being moisturized from the inside. Child. So listen, you can go to Live Good. I know all y'all done got the link, but make sure you tap become a member. Make sure you see my name on that webpage. If you do not see my name, do not touch it. You should see Chantel Ross. Make sure you see my name. It will even become a member. You should see my name, Chantel Ross. Listen to me, real talk. So make sure if you want to be a blessing, it's only your membership is $9.95 a month, and you get your product. Your vitamins only $9.95. Your coffee is like $17.95. I don't use a lot of coffee. I just use like a little bit because I just want the little, I just want the flavor and the taste. That's how I do mine black, because it has the shiti in it, mushrooms. It has the lion mane mushrooms. It has the red mushroom, the rushi in the coffee, and it's organic, and I love it. Boom, boom, all through Live Good. All I can say is watch me. I know, Barbara, you. Let me look, I'm trying to make sure I ain't got nothing left in the bottom of my cup. I love, listen, real talk. Queen, your immune system and having it built up is so important. Can I tell you what I realized? I know we're here for a while. You guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me. You are so welcome to leave. But I want to share this with you while I have you here in this moment. Sometimes you do not realize what your body is not getting. You don't even know that you're not getting. I did not know that as you get older that you lose collagen. I didn't even know, Barbara. I didn't even know that the body even had collagen in it. So sometimes because you don't know, you're not giving yourself what it needs. How's your body gonna feel light when you don't even know what you need? And oh man, did you hear me? So because as you get older, you lose bone mass, you lose estrogen. There is things that we lose in our body, and collagen rebuilds and I let my body feel light, and I can't explain it. I'm not even gonna try. Even today, and where we are, it's raining, and normally when it rains, I can feel when the rain is coming. This time I didn't feel the rain. I just happened to hear the rain. Well, I didn't feel the rain, but I heard the rain. So taking care of you is very, 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 very vital. And I know some of you, I sent you the website. Some of you didn't even look in it. Period. Go look and see. At least open it up. Go visit it. Maybe you don't want what's in it, but you don't even know what's in there. I sent the website to one of the queens yesterday. She was like, "Oh, I don't need any collagen." I said, "Well, but you didn't open up. You must have opened up the website, because if you got a dog, there's CBD for your pets." Did you open up the website? Did you see your organic coffee? Or you just thought them joints, girl, them joints. You know what? You tell, boy. Boy, if I could have some new bones, I'll take some new bones. Yeah, you know what? Lord have mercy. But from the inside out, that's what it feel like. You know, you speaking to them old dry bones, because probably was missing something and didn't know I was missing it. Just didn't know I was missing it. Flexible. Don't start no, won't be none. So make sure you guys go to Live Good. If you want to be a blessing to Queen Rise Up, grab a membership for $9.95 a month. Just because you get the membership doesn't mean you have to order your products right away. But if you really want to be a blessing, but make sure you go to the links that's on my page, Queen Rise Up. Make sure you see my name on the website and just hit the link. And on the drop down box, it says become a member. So I have been hearing about mushrooms and coffee. Wow, Barbara, I heard about, of course, I know about I knew about the reishi mushroom from TLC, but the SH is the shitty mushroom in the lion's mane. It's in my cup. It's gone now. That's it. Queen, it was, I know it was so, Barbara, it was so, I know it was just too expensive. Collagen was too expensive. Through Live Good is only, what, $27? The coffee, the organic coffee with the mane and the reishi is only $17.95, and that's not bad. That is affordable. I know on TLC, if I had to order a bag of coffee, that alone was $60. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if I needed to get the other things, that's $100 for two things. I can get. The other day I got three things for $64. Don't play with me, please. Don't sound no, won't be none. I got three things for that one price. Do you hear me? Don't sleep on. Please don't sleep. Don't sleep on Live Good. Don't sleep on me. So listen. Go get your membership. Go get the link. Make sure you see my name. If you don't see my name, like, Queen, I don't see your name. Stop right there. And that's real talk. So make sure you join me. Hit the link. Become a member. If you don't see the thing that say become a member, come back. Queen, I don't see the link that say become a member. I see this, but become a member with me. And Thursday at 8 o'clock, if you're open to a business opportunity, you want to change the nature of your life, or just introduce somebody to Live Good and profit from it, you can join me Thursday at 8 o'clock. And join me for just to see what it's all about. There is no hidden agendas with me. I am over it. I have seen life, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Either it's a yes or a no. All that extracurricular, yeah, no, yes, maybe, yes or no. If you feel like you want to hear something or see something to help you create another stream of income, passive income in the health industry, join me Thursday at 8 p.m. The link is on the bio. It's real simple. I'll come through and share that with you. But if you, now that you, maybe you are a member and you're like, you know what, I want to get into the business of it. I want to share this with other people. You can do that as well. So you get into the business. If you decide to do the business part, it's only a one-time $40. And so now, when people start getting into the business or creating the membership, you'll get a piece. You'll get a piece of the pie. So it's just that simple. I think creating other streams of income is just as important as any other area of your life. And if you can't tell me I can't afford $9.95 a month, something's wrong. You got to do something different. You gotta do something different. This is your health. This is your life. So make sure you hit those links. Real talk. Listen, you say, but they sell us about everywhere. That's, you know what? Spring water, yeah, I don't even think that stuff is all It's all real at the end of the day. You just got to do your part so you have something to fight with. Make sure you got something you detoxing with. You're getting rid of the radicals. The radicals and the different things. You don't even know what they're making anymore in these days. It's finding cheaper ways how to produce food and get it to us, and they're cutting corners. And you know how much plastic we done drunk, how much lead we probably done ate, how much acid and arsenic. We done ate so much stuff through our cereals. It's ridiculous, and we don't know. And so that stuff at the time, it started eating away at our bodies. We don't realize it while we're sick, while we got joint pain, because we've been eating stuff over a long period of time, maybe in small pieces amounts, maybe been eating it for 52 years, and you don't realize that it's chipping away at your life. You hear me? And chipping away at your health and causing you to have imbalanced hormonal issues and different things like that. So you got to make sure you are doing your portion, your part, your vegetables. You got to make sure you got to soak your vegetables and your fruits in baking soda. And it's just because it's a lot of chemicals on top of your vegetables. It's a lot of stuff going on, Queens. Y'all hear me? But you got to make sure you're doing your portion. You're doing your part. You're getting what you need so you can be a better version of you. Maybe you deal with mental stress, mental issues. The coffee helps with mental clarity. Your vitamins. Real. I don't know about you, but I feel mighty like light. That's the word I keep using, like light or moisturized, but from the inside out. That makes sense. I feel like things like, even though there's spiritual warfare going on, there is, but my mind feels clear. I don't know if that makes sense. You know how sometimes you can be going through spiritual warfare and you feel kind of loopy or unsettled or unbalanced or be your best self. Clarity, focus, and that's real talk. So make sure you go get what you need for you. This is your life. This is your life. Invest in you. Guys, I've been here for a minute. I love you guys so much. I see them orders coming through. So go grab your t-shirts. Let's go. It's up to you. You hear me? Queens, I love you. Be blessed. Make sure you go to queenriseup.com. That's where you get your t-shirts from. On Wednesday, I got something new. It's on the website now. Oh, Bob, you got the other t-shirt too. Did you get that? I'm going to get you. I think you already done did that. Wait a minute. Don't start nothing. I'll check it out later, Queen. But I got you guys. Know that I love you. Be blessed. I'll see you on Friday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Queens. We are live. Y'all make sure you go get some. Make sure you live your life and let it be your best life. You hear me? I got to get up out of here. You already know how we do. Thank you. Thank you for those who have supported. You don't know you're a part of destiny. For those who support, you are part of... Barbara, don't start nothing, Queen, and live your best life. You hear me? But your support, you're part of the next chapters of my life, whether you know it or not. So what you do, you become a part of my destiny. And you know I'm part of yours. I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. Y'all know that I love you. If one hand washes, you know what? Iron sharpen iron. How about that? Know that I love you, Queens. Be blessed. I know, Barbara. Don't start none. I caught it. I seen it in my spirit. I said, wait a minute. I seen two. I said, She already on to the next one. I'll see you Friday. I gotta go, Queens. Know that I love you. You guys be blessed until you and I meet again. I love you. I love you. I love you.